answer that one. So the matter is too much for me. Go close the thing there. Use our savings, close it. Any cash only name, or let me know what you can do for me. Let me know, say, I don't hold anybody again. Make I be free person. I get food chop, I chop. If I don't get, I sleep. Hungry. Let me have my peace. Please. Because it is too much for my head now. I think to you so. I don't know how we go back home. All of us, like, I think 10,000 to go back to Abuja. I think it's 30,000. I don't know how I'm going to get it tomorrow. And I don't have money to go to the hotel again tomorrow. So definitely I must leave. If I meet the other woman when say won't carry me go Kano, if this way we can sleep in Kano, or the husband will go and move them to Kano. But the other two have to go to Abuja. You can't fly. So the matter is too much for me. So you go there tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, on Monday, you go there, they open the file, the card, and close the account. Since our savings only 100,000, when they close it, any check when they remain, they give me. If you no remain, make I have my peace. Because all this will go from all these things, if they affect certain progress. I don't want to get make my hand clean. Make my hand clean. So that is that. Mm. Amen. Why stand the closest to me for this platform now?
They post different thing.
Hmm.
Okay. At the event.
Hmm.
When you post.
Hmm. This guy don't scatter ground again.
That's right.
Hmm. This man,
Input time for the platform.
Kai. Now they drink am. See what they drink
Yeah.
they drink the oliver.
Oliver at that time. This phone. If you need to commute you will see it.
I mean, what you I know of the time, every time I say, I think I say let the people be considered on the audience.
Yeah.
It's not me, we when we talk.
No,
the member. Let
It's
them
the
go
member.
line by line. You know,
It's the member. It's the member.
I see you we like to see crowd.
That's
Now the crowd now where the crowd there.
Hello? I've sent you this thing now. You're not on Telegram. Okay. It's the crowd. That's the major reason for the event, myself. I think, did they take pictures? Every you ask him, you can send him voice note and ask him. I forget, say, man, I'm even live on YouTube. Well, Okay, we will be communicating here. If you are not seeing what I am displaying on my screen, then you send me message here, right? But if you're seeing it, that's fine. Okay, let me have one brief meeting with this my guy. Hello. Participants. This guy is not yet here. We will use Zoom. Hello? I've not yet seen you. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, right, guys. Hear me. Yeah, I believe chat window is open. Uh, Andrew, if you can hear me, just say you can hear me. You can type it because you cannot talk here. Type it, let me know. And if you can see my screen, let me know. Because today we're not going to waste much time. I guess 30 minutes we are done here. So I'm still waiting for you. Or you can drop a message on Telegram. Then you can hear me and you can see. And anytime you do not hear me or see, then let me know. Andrew, I'm waiting for you because I'm trying to see whether I could have used Zoom. Are you there? I can hear you, sir. All right, good. Okay. All right. So I hope you can see my screen. Really, yeah. I hope you can see my screen. All right. Thank God you can hear me. So just be replying me there. I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen. So what is there here is that there is two things I want you to take note of. Number one is called timing. In trading, the most number one thing you have to take note of very well is timing. Timing. Timing is more than how much you want to make. Timing is more than how much you want to make. So take note of timing. We're going to talk about time, which is the key thing today. We're going to talk about time. Oh, it's because we're today setting the rules. Can we then maybe possibly, because I was trying to see whether I can call you on Telegram, but they say it's not allowed because of your setting. So at any time you do not hear me, please drop a message so that let me know. Now I know you can hear me and you can equally see what exactly on my screen. So there is three timing as a Nigerian that you want to venture or you want to learn or you are trading or you have been losing money and you want to start making money, that they are very important because timing is the number one thing that make a lot of people lose money, which even we too, we lost money very much, not small amount of money earlier before now. So we forget that the market is looking for what we call liquidity. So liquidity is what has kept a lot of people losing and equally is what is going to keep a lot of people losing. So take note of timing, as I said, and liquidity. Timing and liquidity. So if we're talking about time, as I said, there is three key time you have to be very, 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 very well taken note of. The first timing, when you wake up in the morning, if you want to trade, then it starts from 5 a.m. Nigeria, 5 p.m. here in the morning Nigeria time. That is when the Asian market, which is the London section, So why I don't want us to talk about those small things because you know all of those stuff already. So by the time you wake up by 5 a.m. in the morning, to around 7, 8, 9, the market is moving and is looking for liquidity. So in London, you have more time advantage as a Nigerian to trade or equally to study the price. So what you'll be doing henceforth is that even when you are asleep, you know how to maneuver your chart. So you can come to your chart. My own time is set in UTC -1, which is US time. So you can look for Lagos time here. This is Los Angeles. I think Nigeria should be +2 or plus whatever. We'll check it here and then we see where Nigeria time is currently located. But we prefer leaving it in the London time is simply because New York market is one of the basic market in the world that determine the movement, which is the closing of all the trading days of any market, being it crypto, being it forex, being it bonds, being it whatever you can be able to remember that is tradable, that you can be able to trade. So 5 a.m. is time number one. I'm trying to look for Nigeria time here, which is +1 or +2. You will see Lagos, Nigeria. So if you cannot be able to, I believe you know how to do all of this stuff. So I may skip it now because it's wasting our time. So number one thing I said is 5 a.m. Okay, this is London +1. This is Lagos. So you see, this is Lagos. So when you wake up in the morning and you come to maybe 1 hour, I just want to show you what happened during that time. Number one. Time number one is 5 a.m. Nigeria time. So 5 a.m. 5 a.m. You see what happened? So if you could have traded Euro USD that day and you wanted to buy and you came by 5 a.m., which we're going to talk about how this, you could have captured this is 117 or 20 pips. So I say at any time you do not hear me, you drop a message on Telegram. So this is more than enough for a day trader. So another second timing you take note of is 12 p.m., which is in the afternoon Nigeria time. So let's check. Where is 12? This is 7. So you see 12, 12. This is 12. So you see at 12, the market was looking for this liquidity and it hold on 12, which is which market now? This is the New York market we talk about. That is the time the New York market started opening and people begin to come in, which is 7 a.m. in New York, which is 12, because we have a 2 hour, 7 hours, sorry, or 6 hours times different right now. So I set my time there because I don't want anything to do with, the economy of this country. So we're talking of dollars. So if anybody trade that day, this is about almost, if you could have hold it, about how many pips you're seeing here? 130 pips and more. So another time that to take note of is 10 p.m. Nigeria time. If today could have been Sunday, by 10 p.m. the market will open. So that means we have to wait for 10 p.m. So before then, where was 10 p.m.? This is in the morning time because we're currently now running a 24 hours time. So we have to look for 22. Yeah. So you see at 22, you see what the market did. It still go. So these three timing are very, very, very important and very key note for you to take note of. These three timing, don't play with them at all. Ensure that you write this time down and go to even 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 2 minutes or even 1 minute and see how aggressive this market move. So it means if you could have come at any of those time I mentioned, you could have seen opportunity if maybe you have a bias, or maybe bias means the direction you think the market could have gone. And if in the next 1 hour or 2 hours of that mention, The market may have moved. You see the two light again here, and I'm using my guiding light. I'm not even supposed to do this meeting, but I have to do it because of promise I made to your dad. I could have when I come back to Abuja and be in my comfort zone, then I do it, but it's fine. So now you discover that at those first 2 to 3 hours of that timing I make mention, that's between 5 and then 6, 7, 8, the market aggressively move. So if it is any of those timing, you just have to calculate 3 hours of the timing, and that is how aggressive the market do move at those 3 times. Aggressive movement. What and the second thing I said is what? Liquidity. So the market is moving at that time is looking for what? Liquidity. Yes, it's looking for liquidity. What is liquidity? Taking money from people that did not have the correct information and paying the people that have the correct information. The aim of any government in this country and any rich man, I don't know how greedy the rich people they are, as they said, and that's why I pray to God every day. I want to be rich so that you will see it, and that's why it doesn't insult the rich. You don't want anybody to be rich. If you are poor, it's their prayer that you should be poor and your generation should be poor. And that's why Dangote is doing whatever he's doing to make sure Nigeria is under his feet. But God passing. A lot of us are coming up and a lot of us will overtake him. And you too. It's just about dreaming, working hard, praying, and trusting in God. And when the time reach, it will definitely happen. So the people that have this market in control, the market is operate on two things. I told you on your that day. One is operating unfair, and secondly, greed. When they discover you are a fearful person, they will shock you, take your money, and go. When they discover you're a greedy person, not that they know your house, oh, well, there's things we're going to talk about. Where did somebody that is afraid can do? What are things that somebody is afraid can do? What are things that somebody that is greedy with the market can do? Not that they know you as a Andrew, as a person. No, they do not know me. Oh. They do not know anybody. Even the bank, they liquidate. They don't know them. The only thing they know is that there is a formula, because the market equally is controlled by what I call algorithm, meaning it's a programming. Nobody is there telling you, well, bullshit is demand and supply. It's a lie. Nothing like demand and supply. How will demand and supply be moving like that? If you want to observe all these things I'm telling you on a 1 minute chart, and tell me how buyers and sellers were able to agree or how they drag it. And one funny thing when my mentor was teaching us, he teaches us from even 1 second chart, 2 second chart, 3 second, 5 second, and 5 minute chart. So you discover that these things are not in any way being a demand or supply. But if you don't want to believe that, some people don't believe that. So it is about believing, because it's 95% emotionally control and 5% strategy. That's how the whole thing works. So the market moves to look for liquidity, or that is the way I call it, seduce people by creating liquidity. So when it seduce you, you know what it means to seduce somebody. A lady seduce you, you seduce the lady, meaning that you attract the person to you, and then maybe you do whatever you want to do, or you run after you have made the person look like, hey, I'm going to be a billionaire tomorrow, and then they still take that your little $10,000, $500, or $100, or even $10, and then leave you with that I didn't be I know. And you think maybe something happened to you. Nothing happened. Just that the market happened to you. So when you come back, then you discover that I didn't be I know, I for do this, I for do this. So that are the very two key important thing: time and liquidity. Liquidity is taking money from the whatever. We can't say broke and poor, because this market doesn't respect whether you are a rich or you are a poor person. You jump into the market, without properly being informed, it will jump right back at you with your money, or whether big or small. So nobody is manipulating this market in favor of anybody. The market is being operated based on what? Algorithm. And it's a programming. So the way the programming run, it has been programmed. This is how it run from Monday to Wednesday to Friday to next year to whatever they may want to do. And then some people believe in fundamental, which are the news release, this and that. All those ones, I believe they're manipulated. It's just that it's have an on and off the market, definitely. Because when I was studying money, I discovered that they said money is from a family called Devil family in the United Kingdom. And I think almost all the finances headquarter of the world are in UK. And though US is the superpower, those are information you can make research on about you. But to prepare you to get started proper by next week, because I think this week just end, and for you to know that this is a business you are in for and it's going to be a long time. It's not something that's money there to just go and pick without working. No, you're going to be doing your own personal research, but don't do this research concerning chat. No, what we're going to talk about chat here is enough. So forget about charting, how to enter market, this and that. We're going to do it. But I advise that one should do more of emotional intelligent research, because getting to know you is the number one thing that can happen to anybody in this market. And you are a very young boy, so I believe you do not have plenty meat, plenty issues, except if you have started following their stuff. Maybe, but that's not a good motive equally to come to the market with. You can keep those one at home and wear a new face of I am willing and I'm ready to make things happen for myself. So you will definitely be able to begin to look at areas of emotional intelligence, psychological aspect of okay, when I'm angry, should I close the chat? No. When somebody insult me, should I trade? The answer is no. Why? Because I do tell people you can enter the same trade, maybe with me, and I will end up making money and you end up losing. The point is not that the chat go for me and don't go for you, or the broker switch my own and on your own. No. The point was that the management of the trade is more important than the entry of the trade. So if you enter a trade, you must learn how to manage the trade. Without you managing it to be a profitable individual at some certain level as the market keep going in your progress, and your inability to cut your losses according to where you can be able to handle are the issue that I talk about the greed and the fear come from. I want to make $1 million this week. Is possible? 100%, 1,000,000% possible. Is there the money there? Yes. Are somebody making it that particular time? Yes. Must you make it? No. So those are some of the questions everybody have to gather himself, ask himself, and answer. So maybe here you may not be able to ask question, but your basic assignment before Tuesday, God willing, is that you should be able to take your phone or your that laptop, go to like a month, like this month now that is about to end. Start from Monday to Friday, you stop next Monday, checking those time. I believe you will definitely know how to get some tools here. I doesn't want to, because if I carry now, for example, you can see that this was let's just say where's that time 22, 22. Yeah, this is 22. So you can mark 22 to you see my chart. Good. So all these things, don't worry, you're gonna get them. So those are some of the things here now. So you can see all of these stuff. There's plenty things here on this chart. That's why I said we're not going to talk about them today. And that's why earlier I highlighted it so that you may not see anything. But there's something I wanted to show for you in the 5 minute chart so that you can be able to see. So now I think I can be able to hide back my resources. So you see, this was the time. The way this is a 5 o'clock we talk about. So you could have seen that we could have had a lot of entry here, which went aggressively before this drastic that occurred by 7 Nigeria time. So you see by that 12, 10, sorry, 10 could have been 22. So from 22, you see 22 is here. 22 meaning opening of the market every day. So take note, the market open by 10 p.m. every week or every day, depends on when, but every day the market open at that particular time. I hope you can still hear me and see what I'm showing you here. So that is exactly share this tab instead. So this YouTube and their problem, that is the way these things work. So I think here is what I want you to be doing now. This is not the chart. This is the chart here. Was Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, Euro JPY good. So you can see that you can see what I'm saying here is that this chart, that is what they have been doing. So you just check those times, those 3 times, very very important. There, if I'm to begin to share this information with people, why I'm not ready to teach yet is because I want to chart on a very high class highway. Maybe I have 1 million, you may not be able to attend my class very soon. I want to make my own money first, so that if nobody will come and insult me for no reason. So when I make my money, not from people from the market, then I can show people at any time I decide whether it is for free or I want to charge them, because that is the way it's going to be. But for now, I have to hold the information. So you too, you have to hold the information, because if you begin to share the information too much, I may not be able to give you all that is in store, so that you will not go and sell my resources to people, make money at the end of the day, on top of what I suffer for how many years for. So you can see, thank God you're hearing me. You can see what I'm showing you. This chart is a simple work. We're going to digest it pieces by pieces from 1 minute to even 1 week, 1 hour, 1 month, if we want to. So for now, your assignment, what you'll be doing is check that time. Does the market move in the same direction for the first 1, 2, 3 hours? The answer is yes. Nothing can change that one. Why? The market is looking for what? Liquidity. Write those 2 things down. Never forget them in your entire life. You will look for me with a bottle of wine and tell me thank you for that. So those are some of the things. And I believe because today is a welcoming party day with you, this is more than enough for today, so that let me allow my Oga to sleep. I have kept him, and today we went for several places. So, young man, if you have any question, you can drop it on Telegram. That's where we'll be communicating, me and you. We may be using Zoom, not necessarily YouTube. So today I just decided to let me try this YouTube stuff and see. So you came late. This is about 34 minutes while I was waiting for you. So you chop like 7 minutes in your time. So why we have to be very extra disciplined with time, because if you miss the train, you either wait for the next one, else you jump, you fall. So if we agree for 9, let it be 9. because maybe there will be something I wanted to show for you in the market, and you came, it has already happened. So it will be like where I'm showing you something back. We're going to do some things that we have to analyze before it happens. When it has already happened like this, we can talk about it. But the major thing is that can we be able to consistently look at something based on our own uh, past study and understanding that these things are born to repeat? Because if it is an algorithm like that of Facebook, YouTube, call them, even your phone, if you put the wrong password, it will never open. Why? The algorithm say this person agree that the password is J money. So if you do not put J money, forget about it, no matter how you want to try. So that's the same way this market is being coordinated and being programmed. So Mr. Andrew, you are welcome, but I'm seeing Chinedu Chigoze here. But well, could still be a name, because I know it's still be a name. So thank you so much, and thank you very much. And I believe to hear from you, and equally, I believe you may have questions. So you drop them on Telegram, I will attend to them. So I have to end the streaming now and go and relax more, think about those two things that I've shared with you. They are the most important thing that you will ever get to know in this world industry, which you have never known that. Today I have opened your eye to, and I guarantee you, you will give testimony. So thank you. God bless you. Good night. Greet your parents, and bye bye.